Hey guys, welcome back to a tech video response video, this time for a good friend of mine here on YouTube, Leo Oliveira. He tagged me, it's been some time since he tagged me, but I was out of the country on vacation, so I wasn't able to get to him right away, but better late than never. Here's my tag video response. And the question of the video was your top or your most expensive games in your collection. And similarly to what Leo said in his video, I can't really do a top 5 or a top 10 or anything like that, because most of the games that I have in my collection are modern games that you can buy for normal prices, and I usually pay below the retail price, because through Best Buy I get 20% discount. And but I really wanted to make a tag response, because I thought long and hard about what was the single game that I spent the most money on, and it was really tough to come up with an answer. So if you guys are hoping to see me showing Earthbound or Chrono Trigger or those Super Nintendo RPGs, rare games, I don't have any rare games that I paid $200, $300, but the one game that I believe I paid the most money ever is this right here, the Beatles Rock Band, and specifically the collector's edition, which I have the box in my closet in the back in the other room, which is obviously the big box that contains the drum set and the bass guitar, the replica of the Paul McCartney bass guitar, and of course the video game right here. And even then, when that came out originally, it was the retail price was $250. And as big as a Beatles fan that I am, you would think I would get it on day one. The Beatles are my favorite all-time band. I did not get it on day one. I thought $250 was too much money, and I'm really glad, because I think I got it a year after it came out, and I think I paid $120 for the collector's edition, which is a significant save compared to $250. So $120 is the most that I paid for a video game, even though I don't know if that counts, because it's obviously a bundle. The Beatles Rock Band plus all the other crap, the drum set, the microphone, the stand for the microphone, and then the Paul McCartney Hofner bass. So technically it's not only a single game, but it's part of the instruments that came with the game. But that is the most money I think I paid. So I know it's kind of maybe lame or cool that I never spend that much money on a game, but I know there are collectors out there that pay $200, $300 for a copy of certain games like Earthbound or Panzer Dragoon for the Sega Saturn. So yeah, Beatles Rock Band, $120. That's the most that I paid, I believe. I do own a lot of collector's editions in my collection here, but the two that I think I paid the most money are recent ones, and for the Wii U added. And I'm talking about the Super Smash Bros. Wii U bundle that came with the controller, and Xenoblade Chronicles X, which is a brand new release. I paid for both of them. I think they retail for $90, but through Best Buy, of course, 20% discount. I think I ended up paying 70 something bucks and change for them. So again, most of the other collector's edition that I have in my collection are, I usually wait to get them for cheap. For example, the Street Fighter 25th anniversary collector's edition that's down there. I didn't feel like pulling it out, but that retailed originally for $130, and I waited a year and I got it for $60, which is pretty awesome, because it came with like the Ryu statue with all the soundtrack CDs, the art book, and then of course all of the Street Fighter games. And then I have the 3DS collector's editions here and there, but those retail for like $40, $50 at the most. So I'm pretty good at saving money, I guess. But as far as regular games, I grew up in South America, where buying games on day one was obviously very pricey. So for games like this, for example, I have two examples right here. Yoshi's Story and Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, fantastic game on the N64. For brand new N64 games, I believe here in North America the retail price for these was like $60, $59.99 for day one games. But in South America, we had to pay anywhere between $70 to $75 for a brand new release on day one. So I purchased a lot of Nintendo 64 games on day one, which is why I had to pay $70 to $75, maybe even $80 at some point. I don't remember. Most of the games that I purchased were either gifts or I used to save my money to buy them, but that was one of the draws of growing up in South America. The games were very expensive, and $70 to $75 was the norm when it came to Nintendo 64 games or Super Nintendo games that were brand new. But as you guys know, I do own a couple of quote-unquote rare games, such as the Ogre Battle Collector's Edition for the PS1 or International Superstar Soccer 2000 for the Nintendo 64. Those are collector type of items that go for over $100 on eBay. But I did pay, I paid way less than that. The Ogre Battle game, I bought it at Goodwill for $4, and the International Superstar Soccer game, I got it for, I don't know, for like $60 back in the day. So I don't have anything rare, like I said, no Earthbound, no Panzer Dragoon for the Sega Saturn, no Chrono Trigger for the Super Nintendo. So in that regard, I never spent too much money, and I don't see myself spending money because what I do now mostly is I buy modern games. And if I buy modern games on day one, I get a discount through Best Buy, so new releases are like $48 for me. So in that regard, it's a little bit of a boring video response, but for me it was kind of fun trying to think what was the most money that I spent on a video game. And the answer is the Beatles Rock Band, because I bought it with the with the whole collector's edition set, and even then I got it for a really good price because I waited for it to drop price from $250 to like $120 or something like that. So yeah, that's it for my reply in the video. Not a very exciting response, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all later.